Okay. Describe your show in 5 words.
Dusty.
Relevant.
Dramatic.
Passionate.
Heartwarming.
Moving. That's
6.
6.
Is it different to the book or even the film?
Yes.
Is that your answer?
Yes, it is.
There's a little bit snipped off the end, and there's another bit actually added in at the end of the Crook's Room, but about 95% is the same.
Do you need to have read the book or have any prior knowledge of the story to come see Of Mice and Men?
No, absolutely not.
If you do, we're not doing our job.
Yeah.
Quite.
I think it's lovely as well just to not have an expectation, just go to the theatre and go and watch something that you have no idea about.
Favourite John Steinbeck work?
Grapes of Wrath. Brilliant novel. Had me in tears 2 or 3 times. Not sobbing, but, you know, a little...
Yeah.
Gets you.
I think Of Mice and Men is
Yeah,
probably
Mice and
mine.
Men is definitely mine.
Favourite part of the show? Well, I always like the fight. It's always exciting.
Listen to the audience reaction to the bubble wrap's quite fun. It's usually the bits, the dream sequences with Lenny and George.
Oh, I
just
love
because
those.
it's the happiest, it's the purest bit of the two of them.
I love the music in those bits
yes,
as well.
they're the
It's so
underscore,
beautiful.
I just love it.
I think for me, I really love when we go into the bunkhouse, the energy of just
Yes.
and then everyone coming in, there's all you guys on stage. What's your dream role?
Well, I can't say, because we're in a theatre, which tells you exactly.
Mine was Stammer in Journey's End, but I've slightly outgrown it now.
One of them would be Eliza Doolittle in Pygmalion.
Have you ever forgotten your lines on stage?
Yeah, I think I have once. And it was awful. Oh, it's just the worst thing. And you feel all these eyes on you. And however long that space is of time, it might be 5 seconds, but it feels like about 10 minutes.
Probably
It's
less than
awful.
that. It's usually about
Yeah,
half a second.
yeah.
It's the only thing worse than forgetting your lines, which I did once in a very long run of a play, was to say someone else's line as they said it to me. With the result that as that moment approached for the rest of the run, I just used to get horrible heart palpitations.
How would you describe what being an actor is like in reality?
Late nights, when you're on stage, lots of late nights.
Because you can't just go home, switch off and go straight to bed after a show. You've got to unwind a little.
Sort of curious combination of very strict routine, doing the same thing every night, and then an enormous lack of routine in life in general, because you have to be incredibly flexible in terms of periods where you just have nothing and you have to sort of create your own routine and stuff. So, yes.
Favourite thing about this tour? Well, I've never been to any of the theatres on this tour, so going to 10 new venues has been a real plus.
That is the great thing about doing a tour, is that you get to see lots of different places.
And the people.
And the people, yeah.
We have to say that.
And the play. If you couldn't be an actor, what else would you try your hand at?
I had a conversation around the time I was at university with my parents, who were uncertain at the time, but they wanted to know that I was absolutely sure, so they asked me, and my answer was a Formula 1 driver.
Oh, really?
Well, I've only been an actor for a short period of time. Prior to that, I've done loads of different jobs, and whatever comes along.